Well, the first thing is what hasn't changed, which is the fundamental question of whether somebody is interning for their own benefit and education and training, or they're actually doing more on the job training that benefits and work that benefits the employer. So the fundamental question is exactly the same, and the what's changed is that there were very specific yes or no questions in the six-part test about whether everyone understood that this was, learning rather than job training, and factors that related to that. And those factors haven't really changed very much either. What has changed is in the six-part test, the old test, you had to meet all of those factors and they had to be a yes answer, that said, I'm doing this for the intern's benefit, not the employer's. And the courts have, courts don't often issue bright line tests. And so the courts have said, we're going to balance this and see who gets the most benefit. And so the Department of Labor's um, new test is very similar to the court's balancing test. It's basically the same factors, but instead of being all for the benefit of the intern before they get paid, now there can be some benefit for the employer as long as most of the benefit is for the intern. So the factors are, um, the extent to which the intern and employer understand there's no expectation of compensation, that's sort of notice. The extent to which the internship provides training that would be similar as given in an educational environment. The extent to which the internship is tied to the intern's formal education. The extent to which the intern's accommodates the academic commitments of that person's academic calendar. um, the duration, whether it's more like a job or it's related to the semester, the extent that the work complements rather than displaces the work of existing employees. Under the old test, if there was any work that a current employee was doing, then it may not, it would require payment. And lastly, the extent that the intern and employer understand that there's no necessarily a job at the end of it. So, so the new thing is that it's more of a balancing test, and there's more room to for an employer to say, yeah, we're getting some benefit here, but really it's mostly for the intern's benefit, and so we don't have to pay them. Um, the Department of Labor claimed that this clarifies things, and I strongly disagree with that. because because now it's all on a case by case basis and an analysis, and and nobody can tell for sure whether they meet the criteria or not.